Hi guys, welcome back. All right, Virgos, let's go ahead and see what is our message for Virgo right now. We have the Six of Cups, which is soulmate energy. We have somebody who's maybe like, hey, hi, reaching out to say hi. Um, Definitely, I don't know if somebody would like to have a personal touch. Maybe there's a personal note. This could be somebody that Virgo's known for a long time. This looks like a yearbook photo to me. And it could be like, hey, it's been a long time since we talked. Just reaching out. Hey, are you going to be at the high school reunion? Or hey, I'm going to be in town. You want to catch up? This definitely feels like somebody from a long time ago. Ace of Pentacles is here. With that hand reaching out in return, I feel like, oh, this could be lovely. If Virgo is hearing from somebody, old friend, I think Virgo's responding pretty swiftly because we have like releasing the birds to communicate. Somebody could have like a really lovely, like Chinese or Japanese, like block print artwork, or maybe even just something more like a classical, like Renaissance artwork style. But I'm picturing somebody who has like a folding screen that maybe has like a Chinese or Japanese print on it somewhere in their home. With this Ace of Coins, there's birds all over that. That's the new beginning. That's a new opportunity. And that is communication. Four of Cups in the reverse. So we have a Virgo who's perhaps really pleased, really happy to start talking to this person. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a bummer. It doesn't feel like it's a bunch of lost time. It just feels delightful. Like this would be somebody Virgo would dearly love. This could be somebody who's writing to say, hey, thought I'd reach out. I'm back in town. I actually recently moved back. It could be like, wow, how awesome is this? I'm in town too. Or I'm here also. Let's get together. 10 of Coins, and we have the hands reaching out again. Okay, so there's definitely something about hands. I definitely feel like this is exciting. This is, two people maybe now have a chance to start something that maybe they couldn't start before. I don't know, Virgo, if this is like a love story or like, we didn't really pursue dating before because we were so far apart. There's this other opportunity. This is exciting. This is somebody who has great vibes toward Virgo and Virgo toward them. Tell me about the fact that 10 of Pentacles has, their hands kind of sharing the world. I see them talking back and forth. 5 of Swords. I don't know if they have a lot to catch up on. And it's like, I have been sailing the 7 seas. I have been gone. I have had, swashbuckling adventures. I have had all kinds of dramas. I have had all kinds of problems. And I'm finally, coming back to this port. I keep feeling like somebody's been out in the world. They've done lots of things. Feels to me like this is a masculine reaching out to Virgo to say, mama, I'm coming home. It's like, I'm coming back to port and, oh, have I got a tale to tell you? Oh, and Virgo's going to be like, haha, I've got a billion things to fill you in on also. This just feels like two people who already have a nice rapport. Like, let's sit down and totally like talk smack and gossip and catch up and explain where we've been and what the hell's gone on. This is two people that they're not fighting, but they have tons of sordid stories to tell each other about like what they've experienced in life. But for the two of them, I mean, this could be a very, very, very long conversation where it's like full disclosure too. Because I think Virgo is able to like really be open and, frank with them and vice versa. I feel like even embarrassing things they can tell each other. There's a lot of Aries is here. There's a lot of Ace of Wands. I thought about writing to you a long time ago. Why didn't you? I mean, I think both of them have had times where they've been practically drowning in just difficulties of life where they've both thought about, even written a message or a text, but then didn't send it. And it's like, oh, I wanted to reach out to you so many times. I knew you were the one person I could like really talk to about all this, but I didn't. And I feel like Virgo and this person, they both did the same thing. I wanted to reach out to you, but I just didn't because, well, I wrote a message, but I didn't tell you what was really going on. Or, I sent a whatever, hey, how's it going? Happy birthday message, but I didn't really fill you in on what was happening in my life. Oh, I wanted to, but I just didn't think it was appropriate to send that much information via, whatever, a vague little text. I think that this is somebody that Virgo has had a long term, like, positive rapport with. And it's just so nice to see that positive rapport really being, like, yeah, we're totally connecting now. We have the Tower upright. That Tower is, well, in this case, I think Virgo and this person can, like, totally overindulge in conversation. They could talk from, sunset to sunrise about everything and just completely feel, oh my God, I can lay my whole soul bare to this person. Let me just ask. I mean, I love this person for Virgo, the full disclosure and that, confidant and that friend. And this is somebody that Virgo already has, like, this tremendous trust with, is what it feels like. It's definitely a soulmate. Is this person a potential romantic partner? Is this just a friend? Three of Pentacles. It's somebody that Virgo could have worked with at one point in time. That doesn't tell me whether or not it could have been. I would not say that this has been a lover yet. I would say it's somebody that they have enjoyed and that they met through, like, the workplace. Two of Swords sideways. No matter where life took these two, and I think it's been a long time since they talked, Virgo and this person have never cut the cord of their connection. It could have been that they, went in different directions, worked for different companies, went off and, they were with different partners or something. So it was like, well, I can't really keep up a good friendship with you because, even if I care about you, maybe there's always been a little bit something more here than just palsy walsies. So it would be inappropriate to, like, keep a connection going. But also they never, like, dismissed each other. It's just, there was a reason to still, yeah, King of Swords. It needed to be very clear, what their relationship was with Virgo. That King of Swords, this is probably them. So they could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They never stopped thinking about Virgo. They never stopped caring about Virgo. Two of Wands in the reverse. And I think over time, what has become very clear for them anyway, is that they want to be around Virgo. They want to talk to Virgo. So why don't they make the changes in their life so they can? It's become very, very clear that one of the most, constant people they've met, one of the most trustworthy people they've met, one of the people that stays in their heart and their mind as a soulmate energy is Virgo. And I think it's become very clear that, a lot of other people come and go in our lives. Virgo is somebody that they know is so much more valuable. Look at the Six of Wands. I don't know if Virgo's recently had some big success, but I think they're like, I have a good reason to reach out to Virgo. I want to, congratulate them. I want to tell them, like, I saw you do such and such, and God, I've missed you, and it's time that we talk. World card. I think this has been a love story that never has had a chance until now. I don't know if it's because, Virgo and this person were colleagues first, so they couldn't date, or they were already in different relationships when they first met each other, so they couldn't date, even though there was a vibe there. There was a feeling there. This is two people who've, I think, been very chaste, but also really cared about each other, but never had the romance. It's always been, like, quite pure. But I think that like the mutual platonic love has been there all this time, but I think there's also been this simmering romance. Like, if ever there were a time in my life where I were going to, admit who's the person that I could picture as a long-term partner, it's become very clear that it's always been Virgo for them. Always. Even though I don't think they ever, oh God, that song, My Eyes Adored You, though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adored you. I don't know who sings that, but that quote is in my head. That seems to be the way this whole storyline is, laid out, and they are realizing I must contact Virgo now. I absolutely must connect to Virgo now. But it's more than that. This is a new beginning. They're not going to be talking to each other like pals. I think very swiftly And if they are moving or coming into Virgo's life, or somebody is definitely like they're going to be close to each other again, because we had them sharing the world, like fingertips are touching now. We had them, reaching out with the hand, and now we have that world. And somebody's in a wedding dress over here. It seems like it's just now time for the two of them. Okay, how's Virgo look at them? Justice card, Page of Swords, Magician. I'm wondering if Virgo has known that, it kind of sucked that we didn't stay in touch with each other. Maybe Virgo also thought about reaching out to them. I definitely feel like, even if it's been years, Virgo's always kind of had them in Virgo's mind. Not necessarily like, oh, I know that I'm going to end up with them. More along the lines of it's a bummer that we were never single at the same time, or that we, met in a context where we couldn't have dated because we were, whatever the, dynamics were of like a coworker, boss, employee, whatever that was. But there's this offer here, or this, I shouldn't say offer. Somebody has written a letter and is spied. Maybe Virgo knows that they have from time to time looked up Virgo, but didn't really communicate to Virgo. Maybe Virgo kind of shrugged and was like, that's a bummer that I know they kind of keep tabs on me, but I'm not going to reach out to them. But I hope someday in the future, maybe. In fact, it's like Virgo has always felt the same way. Like I could picture us being good together, but it's a bummer that even if I sense that they're out there, sense that they care about me, sense that they think about me, nothing is happening between the two of us. But maybe someday in the future that'll be different. Death card sideways. Lots of things are different. There's transformation for both Virgo and for, we'll say, this King of Swords. Eight of Swords. What's changed is that feeling of being stuck, the feeling of I'd like to reach out to you, but I know I shouldn't. I do want to stress this is not somebody that Virgo already had romance with. That's not what this is. This isn't somebody who like jilted Virgo, or they dated and then they parted ways and each person went with somebody else, but then they all still, missed each other. That's not what this story is. It's a very different message on this one. This is somebody Virgo never dated. They never dated Virgo. There was always a little bit of taboo around it. Ace of Swords. Both of them are now free. It is uncomplicated. There is no reason that they cannot start to connect to each other. And I keep feeling again like it's about time to reveal these feelings that have been long held. And I'm not saying that they put their lives on pause and they didn't love other people, or they didn't flourish, or they didn't move on in life. They both did. Their whole situation is they met each other, but they already had lives that were quite established. And even if there was like I care about you, I know you care about me, but even if we both subtly knew that there was more here, we are not going to act on it. We're not going to acknowledge it. And then life takes them in different directions. But the way the ebb tide works of life, sometimes those waves of life bring us back together. And at this point, there's a lot of things have changed. I'm not stuck in a different connection anymore. I'm free. And I want to like make sure now that Virgo knows I'm single, Virgo. I'm available, Virgo. You're the first person I thought that I wanted to talk to. I want to connect to you. Can we walk through this new door? Oh my gosh. I feel like this is so happy for both of them. I feel like walking across a threshold these two have never crossed before. They've never like pursued a romance before. And I still think they're going to go slow. I don't see these two like instantly jumping into a lover's connection. I see them connecting and talking and getting to the point of like, wow, you have been one of the most constant, like beautiful people in my life. There's never, when I think back about all the people I've known, you are somebody that I've always felt comfortable with. You are somebody that I've always, wanted to reach out to at different moments of my life, but I didn't because, it was kind of inappropriate or kind of taboo. I feel like that gentleness and like being able to acknowledge how much they cherish each other, even though they've not acted upon a relationship until this point where it's finally something they can do. It's a very sweet story because it's more like we didn't miss our chance. Our chance is only just now here. I think that these, wow, Two of Cups. It's taken these two a lot of years to come round to each other, but they're definitely coming home to each other. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye.